I'll be real with you. I almost dropped To Be Hero X. It looked like another flashy Hero of the Week parody with loud jokes and cool animation, and I've seen enough of those to last a lifetime. But then it flipped. Suddenly the jokes stopped landing because they weren't meant to. The show wasn't just here for laughs, it had something to say. And the wildest part, this isn't adapted from a manga or webtoon, it's an original anime, made from the ground up, built to hit exactly the way it does. Produced by Studio Lan in collaboration with B-Dream and Aniplex, it mixes Chinese and Japanese production and still manages to feel like something totally new. Behind the comedy is a system where power isn't earned, it's managed, where heroes don't rise, they're marketed, and where the biggest threat isn't the villain, it's public opinion. In To Be Hero X, heroes aren't chosen, they're crafted. Managed like celebrity products, scripted, marketed, and sold. Take Moon for example. She's not a warrior, she's a walking PR campaign. Locked into contracts, boxed in by fan expectations, and when she breaks down, when she can't hold up the image anymore, she's replaced. No hesitation. It's brutal and disturbingly familiar. It actually reminded me a bit of Nana Shimura from My Hero Academia, someone whose legacy became more important than her own life. Except Moon never got to choose. She was built for spotlight from day one. Creators, musicians, even athletes, all of them are pushed to become mascots for their own brands. And when they can't keep performing, we drop them, move on. To Be Hero X doesn't just poke fun at this, it exposes it. It reminded me of Tiger and Bunny, one of my all-time favorite anime. If you haven't watched it, I genuinely think you should. It's fun, smart, and way ahead of its time. It aired back in 2011, so the animation may be a bit dated to today's standards, but both shows explore the commodification of heroism, but To Be Hero X, it strips away the optimism and shows you the rot underneath.
When public image becomes power, authenticity is the first thing to die.
And that idea that who you are matters less than how you're seen, it gets even more dangerous when that mask becomes permanent. Our protagonist Lin Ling didn't ask to be a hero. He was handed an identity, nice, and told to wear it like armor. Smile for the cameras, strike the pose, keep the illusion alive. Why? Because if the public believes in nice, the system stays stable, hope stays alive. The market keeps moving, but Lin's not playing a role, he's surviving one. Every second he's pretending, a part of himself is fading. That's not just a superhero trope, it's a mental health crisis. It's imposter syndrome in its purest form. It's the burnout of performing perfection. It's like if Vash the Stampede had to pretend to be All Might. The gap between who he is and who he has to be, it's exhausting just watching it. And that tension honestly carries the whole arc. And what hit me the hardest was how close this feels to real life. Online, so many of us have avatars, brand voices, digital faces that smile on cue. We build them to connect, but sometimes they start replacing us.
It's like living as your own deep fake, a performance written by everyone else.
And behind all of this performance is a system. One that rewards visibility and punishes silence. One that turns your reputation into your power level. In this world, your strength isn't based on skill. It's not about training, lineage, or heart. It's about your public trust score, a metric of belief. The more the people trust you, the stronger you get. Lose their faith, lose your powers. It's not a metaphor, it's a core mechanic of To Be Hero X, and it's terrifying because it's already here. Look at social credit systems, look at influencer metrics, look at how YouTube or TikTok works. You're rewarded for engagement, punished for silence. It's not about who's strongest, it's about who's trending. It almost feels like a flipped version of Mob Psycho 100, where the more emotional and honest you are, the stronger you get. In To Be Hero X, it's the opposite. Honesty makes you vulnerable, performance is everything. That's the real algorithm. It doesn't care what you do, it cares how you look doing it. And what's wild is that To Be Hero X builds this into a visual system. Power isn't earned, it's accumulated through perception, through performance, through PR. The more I watch, the more it feels like watching a digital future through an anime lens.
Your reputation is your currency, and if it crashes, so do you.
But To Be Hero X doesn't just critique the system, it asks what it costs to survive inside it. This show is loud, messy, borderline absurd at times, But underneath all the madness is something quiet and kind of devastating. It's a question. If your value came only from how people saw you, would you still know who you are? Once you're locked into a public identity, especially one that gives you power, stepping outside of it feels like self-destruction. That's what makes To Be Hero X feel so honest. It doesn't give you easy answers, it just forces you to look. We live in a world where creators burn out protecting a brand, where streamers feel pressure to stay online 24/7, when people build entire identities around visibility and then lose themselves when the algorithm shifts. And when you think about Lin Ling, about Moon, about the way the entire system is engineered to reward the performance and not the person, it stops just being about an anime critique. It becomes social commentary on the cost of engagement. I couldn't help but being brought back to Paranoia Agent while watching this. That slow unraveling of identity under the weight of public pressure. It's the same emotional spiral, just with a neon filter and cape.
When visibility becomes survival, how much of yourself are you willing to lose?
And if you're watching this thinking, damn, that's kind of how I feel sometimes, you're not wrong. That's the true strength of To Be Hero X. It uses comedy and chaos to sneak a mirror in front of your face. At the time of recording this, To Be Hero X is still releasing. We've only seen 4 episodes so far, and there are still a lot of characters we haven't even met. But even this early, the message is loud and clear. To Be Hero X isn't just trying to be stylish, it's trying to say something. It shows us a world where being seen is everything, where power is performance, and the truth is optional. Under the neon and chaos is a system that feels a little too familiar, and maybe that's why it hit so hard. Throughout this story so far, we've seen heroes replaced, identities performed, and power reduced to public metrics. We've seen characters lose themselves not in battle, but in the weight of being watched. And the more you watch it, the more it stops feeling like fiction and starts feeling like a mirror. It's not just commentary on superheroes, it's commentary on us. In a world where we're all building brands, chasing metrics, and living online, maybe we're all performing a little more than we realize. Drop a comment and tell me what anime do you think deserves this kind of breakdown next, and I'll catch you in the next one.